Welcome to the Retirement Coffee Talk podcast. And as we sit here today, the NCAA basketball tournament is going on, and John Calipari, the longtime coach of Kentucky, is now leading Arkansas, who made the Sweet 16. Charisse sat down with John a few years back to talk about coaching, motivation, and his plans after basketball.
You've been doing this a long time, and you keep producing and producing, right? And so you have the students. They can really get all, over themselves sometimes by the fame and that kind of stuff. And, how do you, the logic, what logic are you giving them to keep them in tune and continue to win emotionally and mentally?
I tell them you need to stay hungry, but stay humble. That, you understand things can flip on you in a minute. But being hungry, driving, waking up every morning, trying to better yourself, I tell them the best players that I've coached are curious. Mm-hmm. They want to know. I would say the same thing when I talk to them about money, that you have to be able to read contracts. You have to be able to look at ledgers. You have to be able to understand what this is, or you will get robbed. You never sign power of attorney. You learn what it is. Spend time learning what you're dealing with.
So off the courts, you're getting them ready to be men, like get ready for the real work, the when we start to really make some big bucks, maybe in the NBA. So you've got that background, and then also on the court. So that's great. Yeah,
they're not all going to be in the NBA, but dealing with money, whether you're making $1 million or $100,000, it's kind of the same. You put money away.
Right.
You don't think it's going to last forever.
And you're telling them
you got people that know more about money than you do. You put that money with them, but let them teach you.
Yes.
So that you know what you're dealing with. And, our kids have done pretty good.
Great. You're coaching people on the courts. We're coaching people to get ready to retire, that retirement red zone. So it leads me to your retirement red zone. You're in the hot spot. It's like really 5 years before retirement. I know you love what you do, but is there like an exit strategy? Like, will you ever just stop, or will you keep going?
When I think that, first of all, if I'm not having fun. Second of all, if I'm not having an impact on young people. I've been on the green room, and I've sat at that table when their name is called and the parents can breathe for the first time in their lives. I've been there. I've sat through that. I've seen people break down, tears of unbelievable joy because finally the American dream comes our way. Mm-hmm. So as long as I'm doing that, but 5 years ago, I started planning on, all right, where would I live?
Right, great.
You want to be in control of what you want to do.
Right.
And when that'll come, I think I've got a contract for a few more years, but that's not what would keep me. It's, right. Again, am I making a difference for young people? Am I still enjoying it? I enjoy going in the gym every day I walk in. And I'm blessed to be able to say that, I do something that they pay me to do and I would do for nothing. Not nothing, but
yeah,
not what they pay me.
Yeah. So that will lead me to, since you said it, when we're saving for retirement, let's say it is the 5-year timeline, you're listening to CPAs and attorneys and financial planners, and they're directing the traffic for you, since you said you're directing.
I was on a call with a lawyer and an accountant 2 days ago.
Okay.
Because I'm worried a little bit about the inheritance tax. Mm-hmm. And I am in the middle of just saying, all right, let's talk worst case scenario. I'm a worst case scenario. When I sign a contract, all I want to know, when they fire me, what does this thing say? That's all I want to know. Don't tell me what it is and how much it is. If I get fired, what does it say now? The same thing, if things go south, what is it? I say to my players, I grew up like you. Didn't have much. Being poor, there's only one thing worse than that. Do you know what that is? Being poor, creating some wealth, and then being poor again. That's the worst ever.
Right.
And so you just try to tell them, you don't ever want to be in that position. I don't. Grew up, had everything we needed, but didn't have much. Had a lot of love in the house, but not a whole lot of everything else. But, again, I want my kids to be better than like my parents. But it all comes back to, do you work for money or does it work for you?
Right.
And if you don't know about money, you need to learn about it. It
Right.
doesn't matter what you make, you need to learn.
Right. So you get that coaching from somebody else. And you dot
Yes.
your I's, cross your T's, it sounds like.
Yeah, try to.
John Calipari, I am so honored to have done this interview. You're a humble man, obviously,
Thank
and
you.
you're doing a great job coaching up those kids, off the court, on the court. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you.